Welcome into the stream, everybody. Tonight we have potentially the very last matchup of the January Strategic Tournament. And it's quite the treat for us. It's actually an Overlord matchup. We just saw someone hop out of the game, now someone else, so hopefully they're able to get it going. I know they had a couple technical difficulties getting the game to load on Untap. Now we only see one person left, so potentially we'll get kicked out of this game, have to join a new one. But we are going to be streaming this regardless because I only need about 25 more minutes. Yeah, so it looks like they are starting a new one to try and get everybody in. Let's just hop over and wait for it to show up. But I only need about 25 to 30 more minutes before I hit affiliate on Twitch. Even if I get like 0 viewers for the stream, I should be at the average of 3 for the last good bit. So hopefully we get at least that time in this match. It's not a real quick one. And if that is the case, I will show you random decks until I get the required minutes for that. So we are hitting that tonight, and I'll be getting a notification from Twitch in the next couple days or so asking me to apply, and then I'll be setting up that giveaway stream. So I'll give them a couple more minutes here, but essentially this matchup is the Duke OG and Wesley, who are both devs. Wesley, obviously the Overlord for the devs, running Deima. And they have been attacked in the final round by a last-ditch effort by the Elves to try maybe upset an Overlord and get 50 points. With the Nothrog taking down Sin Marduk twice in the last 2 rounds, I'm sure they have first place, but you never know if the Elves can maybe pull this out. They can potentially pull off a win. I haven't really looked at all of the points or how they would add up from this round specifically, but hopefully they're able to get their trouble sorted out here. It looks like they still are missing a person. I think the match wasn't showing up for one of them, and I think the Duke couldn't move his cards or something like that. I was in their Discord chat for a little bit, but I'll just be commentating from out here with 4 people in the chat. That would be very hectic, even if they're muted, or rather if I'm muted, trying to talk over them and hear what they're saying. So let's see here. I mean, at least we can spectate this game for the next little bit, so we're not just looking at a blank screen. Oh, Naram Sin. Okay, Mosog is playing right now for the Chosen. So with the extension this round, we have at least 2 late night matches. I don't know if there's any going tomorrow morning or later tonight, but these are probably going to be the last ones of the tournament. So see Theckham Netherin, I had to play against him. And I believe, yeah, I played against Lord Winter and Theckham in the tournament. I did not play against Carvin Custom, running Trevane Cartwright, but I did play test against Mosog, and being chosen, obviously he's one of my teammates. So he's likely teamed up with Carvin Custom here, going against 2 elves. And if they're able to take out one of the elves early on, that would be helpful, but it looks like Trevane Cartwright's ranks are already starting to fall apart. He has the Armor of Blending, which will give him stealth, but not sure if he can do much. And if he collapses, obviously the elves will team up and take out Mosog. Naram Sin, who needs a couple turns to charge. This is Sanjanel, who has a 6-card hand size. Theckham Netherin's a Necromancer who drops elves into your ranks. Naram Sin, as you know, charges up. And Trevane Cartwright is the one I don't see all that much. Other Free Kingdoms characters in this rank have riposte +5/+2 AC. So that could be decent, given everybody riposte. And then after another character misses with a melee strike, discard a card. I was reading that. Perform a melee strike. So that's not once per turn. That could be solid, especially with riposte being able to stack up multiple strikes. Could be a fun one to watch, but we are going to try and see if this other matchup is back up. So let's hop out of here. It is not, unfortunately. No, Woodrow, the Deima game isn't over. They're having trouble starting it, so I was just kind of checking in on that match before it got started. How is the lag looking on the stream? I spent like an hour with Sly Fox and Nirvana Tool after last stream trying to figure out the issues, kind of lowering some graphics output I had, and hopefully that's able to solve some problems. And the camera isn't lagging as much on my end. I don't know how much lag Untap was contributing, but so far it looks good to me. Let me know if it's otherwise. Good on mobile, fantastic. Yeah, I was saying earlier that I think I was in the game initially and then they closed it. I got kicked out. Looks like they're waiting on Wesley now. I think the Duke OG and Dragonbane were both having problems. Dragonbane couldn't even load the match, and the Duke OG like couldn't move his cards or draw cards or anything like that. Um, let's talk about next month's tournament, I guess, while we can. I've already started doing some brewing for it. I'm pretty excited about the class change. Looking forward to not facing a 2v1 every single round. But I like, personally, I enjoy the mix-up tournaments rather than just standard ancients. The change of class on a warlord and the like one of the subclasses. I think that's a lot more fun. It leads to a lot more creativity. But I understand doing those every single month would get old. It's nice to have at least a little bit of variety in there. I think March is standard ancients. The Bodak is Wesley. Okay, that's really funny. I think Dragonbane is the Korios Bodak player, if I'm not mistaken. But that is funny that Wesley is the Bodak. So he's been Dr. Randolph Carter, but with Cruz and Baskar as his profile picture, and now he's Kestrel, and now he's the Bodak, and he's also Wesley. He is a man of many faces. All right, it looks like we are good to go. So Duchess Bremen is who the Duke OG is running. I will go in single player and take a look at all these warlords. What spice am I cooking up for classy? Icefall says. Well, if you played against me in any of the last 3 tournaments, you know I'm an avid dragon player. So even if I don't end up running that in the tournament, I at least have to play test it. So I'll say right now something with dragons to try and make them more interesting. And just a couple combo tempo based decks. I don't want to give away too much. I might do a stream later on, kind of looking at some options for that. But as of right now, man of many faces fitting for Kestrel. That is very true. So Duchess Bremen is who the Duke OG is running. She is the fighter guildmaster, so she can start with fighters of other factions. And fighters joining have no loyalty penalty. Once per turn after she kills a character with a melee strike, draw a card. So we see Acolyte Dora trying to get some rerolls, but then we have Erg and Spencer Latham as the start. So Spencer Latham trying to get strikes off right away, Erg trying to keep them alive. Icefall says, I like dragons. Yeah, I would assume so based on your name, and I would assume you're named after the Nothrog dragon. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if that's some other Icefall, but whenever I see your username, the Nothrog dragon is the first thing I think of. Let's look at Dragonbane now. So yeah, he's the Korios Bodak player with an alt art. Once per turn, kill an undead in your army. Your next melee strike is a critical success. He's a Necromancer Undead Planer. And it looks like he picked up a Bosun Blacknose loot on the map as well, so he'll start with that. And then we have Wraith, another alt art. Is this, what's this guy? There's a guy in the Facebook group who does art. Woodrow, do you remember his name? I know he's done some for like Zod, Ningula. This looks like his art, if I'm not mistaken. That's really cool. I like the shading on it, the background. I think the standard Wraith art looks a little bit funny. He did get the reprint later on that looks better, but I think this looks really cool. Elamir, before she dies, draw a card, and then Tyrius with Stealth. So Elamir, definitely some of that Elven draw. Jared Reyes, okay. I know both of those names separately. I guess I didn't connect the dots and realize they were the same person. I've seen Jared Reyes post art in Facebook, and I've seen Rogue Panda art in the Discord. Yeah, that looks really cool. I might have to contact him about potentially getting some channel art. I'll have to see what I can do, or emotes or something like that. Deima, being the Overlord, starts with an additional character in each of the first 2 ranks. So Inquisitor Cronius, just making sure that she goes first with that plus 10. Helene, let's see, trying to get an additional strike. I don't see anything immediately that boosts that, but probably looking for a Mass Blessing. And then Lothian Lawhammer starts equipped to Deima as well. So now that I've... Oh, a limited wish on Wraith. So definitely going to be used this round. An Overlord matchup in the last round of the tournament. No reason not to. And I think that's everything. Oh no, Korios also starts with Deck of Many Things. And Tome of the Adept. I missed those as well. And a Limited Wish for Duchess Brimmen. Okay, so everybody is stacked with starting items. We see an Edge of Immortality against Deima right away. If you watched my stream where I took on Ironhall, first of all, I apologize. And second of all, if you remember, an Edge of Immortality was played, I think, first action, but definitely first turn by Ironhall. And that was a huge game changer in that Ironhall was able to sit back and build up a little bit, get more gargoyles into play before I could drop Daemons and just plow through his ranks. So that was a strong one. I had it in my Utnapishtim deck as well, but just one copy of it. I didn't end up drawing it. I think I've got Hand of Power as my spend order during that game. I ran 3 of those, and then with Maddening Scream. I don't really know what I was going for with that deck. I built it before the tournament, to have fairness. I wasn't building a deck tailored based on what I saw. So we see Justinian and Acolyte Dora have all done their thing so far for Deima. And because of that Edge of Immortality, that just means most of these strikes are probably going to be going at the Duke OG. There's really no reason to swing at Wesley right now unless they have multi-wounding at some point. But even with a critical success from Kodios, they're not going to be wounding at all. So we see Skyrek. Spencer Latham swung on a Bone Golem. Skyrek spent to keep it alive. Now Spencer has his other strike. That is going to miss, especially with the -1, but the 1 just going to crit fail as well. Celtic revealing his hand to Dragonbane. They're going to strategize a little bit. It is a 2v2, but with the Overlord, they still have their backs against the wall here. I mean, 2v1 against Deima alone would be difficult. I think it was tried at least once, if not twice, and then Wyvern, Sly Fox has seen a couple 2v1s as well, and it has not ended well for anybody involved. So the fact that they have that in addition to another Deverinian player, I just hope this is a long enough match for me to get up to my necessary stream minutes. Let's see here. Oh, he just cloned Edge of Immortality and then left it on the board just so it's in his discard pile. But left it on the board just so we can see, so we remember that it's in effect. So we see Deima is table 1, Dragonbane. I don't see a counter with Korios Bodak, but he appears to be table 2 because the Duke OG is table 3 and Celtic is table 4. So it goes back and forth, faction. Deveranians, Elves, Deveranians, Elves. We see a From Dust to Dust from a Skyrek, so not a Summoner. So it does need to kill, not just wound. But that is likely going on a Spencer. That will get them a level 1. So I would imagine an Ardenalis is coming out of this, if they're able to succeed with it. Acolyte Dora going to react to roll 2 dice. Still don't know if this is going on Erg or Spencer. But it looks like he failed because he got an 11 and an 8. So the Ready Spencer is dead. Since Erg can only redirect the melee strike, he was able to target the Spencer and just take that out, get 2 strikes off the board as well. So now Dragonbane gets to search out a level 1 character, and like I said, I would imagine this is Ardenalis. It says it's unknown. I guess it doesn't say reveal it. It's kind of just the honor system. We see a Back Alley Tavern react off of Duchess Brimmen. Since he pulled a card out of his deck, even though it wasn't off the top of the deck, that still counts as draw. So Duchess Brimmen able to reload with a couple cards here. Joanski says he does have to reveal it. It doesn't look like he did. He might have told them in the Discord chat what it was. I imagine we'll see later in this turn as well, especially being a level 1. There's no reason he's not going to play it. So revealing it is kind of like one of those words or one of those phrases where it doesn't say shuffle your deck, but in the rules it's just implied that you shuffle your deck unless it says put it back in your hand. Shane's a cheater. You heard it here first. Dirty, dirty cheating elves. Pharrell to play. Okay, So Duchess Berman played a Pharrell, and since it's Daybreak, after he enters play, he is moved forward 3 ranks and killed at end of turn. So Duchess Berman going to have 2+5 strikes off of this, and then Pharrell will die. So at worst case scenario, it's 2+5 strikes. Best case scenario, he has something like Bloodthirsty or something else to get extra strikes out of it. I haven't seen Duchess Berman played at all this tournament, so I don't know exactly what his deck is going to be comprised of. Ghost Bog from Celtic, I think that was played a few rounds ago. I didn't comment on that, but that is a thing as well. Let's look at Deck of Many Things, since Dragonbane has it equipped. Meet at the Inn out of Celtic. So everybody got cards. And a Back Alley Tavern from the Duke OG. So he has another one. So he is just stacked with cards right now. Only 4 currently, but just drew up to 6. So Deck of Many Things says, order, spend the deck, and discard a card from your hand to look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You may immediately play one of those cards as if from your hand as a normal order, paying in action, equipping, etc., as long as you can legally play the card. Shuffle the remaining cards back into your deck. So that's really solid. It's like a better Tauren. Sometimes it is nice to put that card in your hand and hold on to it, but being able to play it obviously can have its advantages as well, which is why it's a level 10 item. And told me the Adept, he put Power Attack on it. Interesting. So Power Attack on Korios. That's a very surprising move. We see Lost Bride. Doesn't look like Duke OG has another Back Alley Tavern. Were those swings with Urg? Okay. So he took out a Bone Golem, and a Skywreck is going to fall. His combo is Fell Blow plus Ring of Blasting. Interesting. Okay. Ring of Blasting is the epic wizard one. I'll pull up Fell Blow right now, just for anybody in chat. Ring of Blasting lets you discard a spell to do an additional wound, and it ups your DC saves and strikes. So he's going to chuck spells to make Fell Blow do additional wounds, and then target Deima with Fell Blow. Fell Blow says Spend Order. It's a level 4 wizard spell. Perform a melee strike targeting a character within 2 ranks. If this wizard is a necromancer, this may target any character in play. So he's going to do a I see. Yeah, and then Ring of Blasting. I'll pull that up as well, just for the full wording. It's epic, so he only has 1 in the deck, so he's going to have to draw a lot to try and get to it. Characters in your army have -3 attack. Order, remove a spell in your discard pile from the game. This wizard's spells have a +2 bonus to DC and range strike rolls until end of turn. Order, discard a spell. Your spells inflict an additional wound until end of turn. Oh, Juanski noting he has the limited wish as well. That is true. So as long as he has 3 copies of Fell Blow, he should be able to get that with relative ease. Looks like that level 1 was in fact an Ardnalis. That came into play. Man, it's crazy. There are 3 limited wishes on the board, so all of these decks are able to get whatever combo pieces they're going to be looking for, or whatever cards they're going to need to get out of a situation. We see a Vorpal Blade on Wraith as well. Can Korios Bodak... It's just your army, right? So that's not going to combo. Kill an undead in your army, your next melee strike. Okay, yeah, so he cannot combo the Vorpal Blade with Wraith in Korios Bodak, but I'm sure Celtic has something as well. He's not just going to throw that in there and hope he rolls a 20. He's going to have like a light or some sort of assassin fun stuff, like assassination or something like that. Flying Tiger, no, so Limited Wish was loot on the map. Each round there was loot, and then it was replenished after round 4. If a Warlord landed on it, they got to pick it up and add it to their deck. So that is why Dragonbane starts within additional Bosun Blacknose, and that is why there's like a Tome of the Adept and a Deck of Many Things. All those were loot, and then at the end of the tournament, each loot that was picked up, there was bronze, silver, and gold. Each of them was worth... I think 2, 4, and 8 points respectively, so that will all be added up for the Nothrog to look at when they win. We see a level 5 Cleric, Princess Sophique. It's Daybreak, so after she enters play, If it is the first turn, characters in your front rank have +5 attack and +5 AC till end of turn. So now those Lady Hellenes are going to have +6 attack, which means they get an additional strike, and +4 AC. So with the +5 off of Sophique, I believe they're at 20 AC now. And Deima appropriately got a Deima's Shield as well. That slipped by me. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of in a 4-player game, in addition to looking up cards and interacting with chat. So we see Bokos from Duke OG. I know the Nothrog were running that a lot for Loyalty's reward, and then to be able to play that back. I don't know if that's what he's doing here, but I would imagine it's something similar to that. Spider Vestments got played on Celtic as well, so it's only a rogue, so he has stealth +5. So he is stealth 13, so he needs to roll a 7 for stealth to succeed. That order is not once per turn, so he can discard a card from his hand to move forward or backward. Celtic still has 2 cards, so he can do that again and attempt to stealth in if he wishes. Ardnalis is going to swing probably on a Spencer, which will probably get redirected to Urg. Yeah, there it goes. So that's a 14, 15, 16, 17. That'll definitely hit and kill the Urg. And keep in mind, Feral dies at end of turn as well. So I would imagine this Bokos is moving up. Yep, so there goes Bokos. He's going to try and hold ranks. Spencer, without that Urg, is now very vulnerable as well at 10 AC with 1 hit point. And 3 strikes from the Tyrius, 2 from Bone Golem, still on the table. So even with all the cards the Duke OG has, he still has 5, so he could play some characters and replenish. He's got the limited wish. I doubt he is going to have his ranks collapsed that quickly. Dragonbane still with 5 cards in hand and only 2 for Celtic. I would imagine he'll discard another one of those to move Wraith up. Maybe attempt to stealth in or just swing from the front. I believe Limited Wish and Phoenix Feather are both banned in Ancients, correct? So outside of this tournament, they don't see play. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is also one of the only spots you're going to be able to use them, since they can kind of record who has them in their deck, who doesn't. So Argon Undying came into play. He's epic, may start and play. Okay, that didn't happen. Order, kill a Deverinian to ready him. So that's interesting. I wonder what he is going to be doing with that. I know Deima's played a bunch of games. I think I only watched like one of them. They were all at inconvenient times for me, so I don't know exactly what this Deima deck is going to be throwing. Bone Golem going to swing. I would imagine this is going at Spencer, since that Feral is going to die regardless. And that is going to hit. That'll take out the Spencer. Acolyte Dora will fall, and Bokos will stun. There he goes. And a Paradigm Shift. So Bokos is not going to stun. Duchess Brimmen is going to fall. So now that could create a problem for the Duke OG. Depending on what characters he has, he can still rip the Limited Wish, but that's, I imagine he wanted Duchess Brimmen to be sitting in rank 3 there, further back from all of the mean elves. What a jerk, right? Paradigm Shift is such a mean card. That and there's one similar to it. I can't remember. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Yeah, Paradigm Shift is unfriendly. Dimensional Rift is another really mean one. I worked so hard to get a dragon all the way from rank 8 all the way up to the front, and you're just going to de-rift it. Like, Gravity Flux, it's banned. Okay, that's the other one I was thinking of, yeah. Elves are just so mean. There, Celtic's going to roll and miss. That makes up for the Paradigm Shift. Looks like another Tyrius swung as well. Must have missed. They do need even to hit the Acolyte Dora. That is not going to do it. Oh, that was the Bodak rolling. Which one was that? Is that a Scribe, probably? Yeah. Another Edge of Immortality. Oh my gosh. That is not going to be fun for these elves. Frankly, or for Duke OG either, because that means all these strikes are just going to be going at him. Let's see. Wesley, no cards in hand now. So he is all played out for the turn. I would imagine maybe Princess Sophie comes up. He has 6 strikes on the Lady Helene right now. Deima has 5 hit points. She only has 4 printed. That's kind of crazy. Most Overlords have 5, I feel like. I guess some have 4. I know Ironhall has 3, but he can get up to 10 super easily. And Corteth has planar. Wyvern wounds himself, so I guess 4 makes sense. We see Wraith still just sitting in rank 2, hoping to get some of those Lady Helene strikes out of the way first, not wanting to move into Danger's way. I'm sure Wesley is thinking the same thing, waiting to strike until Wraith moves up, because he doesn't want to have to go through that stealth on all 3 of those Tyrius as well. And if he swings and kills the Tyrius, then Elmir comes up, and he can react and draw more cards, give Celtic more tempo. So he could swing with the Helenes targeting Dragonbane, since his Necromancers are tapped out. Could definitely take out the Bone Golems. I would actually probably go for the Skyrek first. I think he has a Bone Golem in discard pile, though. He does, so that actually wouldn't really matter. Let's see, is that Sithusk? It is. Okay, so Sithusk for Duchess Brimmin. Gonna be able to spend order, draw a card, and the Duke OG is cracking his limited wish. Let's see what he's gonna get. And obviously he is going to do that before spending with Sithusk, try and thin his deck a little bit. And obviously since it's just search for a card, we are not going to see it. It doesn't have to be revealed as a specific type. Yeah, he doesn't have to reveal, since it doesn't. You don't have to prove that it's a character or an action or whatever. So we're not going to know what he gets until he plays it, but I imagine it's going to be something noteworthy. We might be able to figure out pretty quick that that's what he searched for. It looks like he's still looking. Oh no, he moved it. Okay. So now Tyrius, the last one, is going to swing. See if he can roll even on Acolyte Dora. Best Teemo Fart says, I think I would spend first to draw to make sure they don't do some jank to spend Sithusk. That's possible, yeah. I probably, also if you draw the card you would wish for, you can change the wish up. That's true, yeah. You could see what you draw and maybe try and get some other combo piece off of that. That's very true as well. That's probably what I would have done, honestly. I think you're right there. Draw, see what you get, and maybe you can use the wish to search for something better, something that pairs better with the card that you drew. I guess it's possible he was worried about maybe Brimmin stunning up. I don't think they were going to plow through 2 Acolyte Doors and a Feraldo, so yeah, I think he just wanted to get his combo piece, but I think you're right in saying that he should have used Sithusk first. So Wesley swung with a Lady Helene and killed a Tyrius. Elamir fell, and I would have to imagine he's just going to go on another Tyrius. Let's see. Oh, Celtic stealthed the first one. Okay, second strike killed. And then we see a Jackals of Morn come into play, move up to rank 1. I think I missed last turn when it came into play, so it's going to move up now. Duke OG is playing Mediathian. Please tell me that's not what he searched for. And he's going to do that before he uses Sithusk as well. Interesting move. He's definitely not worried about them doing some cheese to spend Sithusk if he's going to play Mediathian first. I definitely don't understand that move, but maybe he just wanted the 2 cards instead of the 1. I don't know, you're going to get both regardless. So it's going to go to Celtic after this, I believe. Yeah, he's table 4, so Celtic. He discards a Spider Vestments to move up. Okay. So Wraith does move into the strikes of Lady Helene. So he has one attempt to stealth. He needs a 7 or better to succeed with a stealth check. But he's probably just going to try and move into Daima's army after a couple strikes. So not going to be able to kill him here quite yet. And next turn, obviously that order isn't once per turn, so he can just move right through Daima's ranks as well and get straight to her. So Wesley, he is going to have to spend to play Edge of Immortality again if he wants to, which obviously you don't want a spent Warlord, or in this case an Overlord, with a Rogue Warlord in your ranks. That makes for very unfun times. Wraith is going to Reconnaissance in and try and kill Deima. Oh yeah, because Reconnaissance doesn't spend, does it? Celtic still has 2 cards, so he can move if he needs to. And then that won't move him back. If he doesn't have Reconnaissance in hand, I guess he could use Limited Wish to get it. You're thinking of Threaten. Threaten is the check to ready. Reconnaissance is move in, gain stealth till end of turn. At end of turn, you can move back. That's just an order. Threaten is the move within 2 ranks, attempt to ready, and then spend somebody. What happened here? So he actually moved up Sithusk. He did not spend to draw a card. And then Bokos fell. So he's just making sure he has somebody next to Duchess Bremen. Because the Pharrell is going to die at end of turn, if they kill the Dora, I guess he just wants to make sure Bremen doesn't end up in rank 1. So Bokos is going to be stunned in rank 2. Sithusk in rank 3 can draw a card next turn if he wants. But he might have to stun Sithusk up next turn just to make sure Bremen stays alive. Now I wonder if Wraith moves in, if Wesley's going to play that Edge of Immortality or not. That'll be an interesting one, because he is going to want to reduce wounds, but you definitely don't want to be spent. See, a Halo Secrets. That could be good. That could come in handy right here. Maybe he already has his combo, so the card draw didn't matter. That could be. Duke OG has, oh my gosh, 6 cards in hand, so he could have more stuff. Yeah, that Halo could be huge. That could save Daima's butt right now. And it's just a Deverinian too, so he could use this on the Duke OG if he chose to, but I imagine he would keep it ready to save his own skin. Oh, it does stop Vorpal Blade, you're right, since, yeah, okay. So yeah, that Halo Secret's gonna stop the Vorpal Blade. Good call by Juanski. Let's see. Duke OG played a Lost Bride. That's right, she's a fighter too, and a rogue. I usually just think of her as a rogue, but obviously she is multi-class. Juanski, being in a tough spot or two with nothing but a Halo, have you been able to win those games or just prolong them a little bit? So off of that Lost Bride, he's still going to draw a card, putting him back up to 6 cards. He can stun Lost Bride up to help hold ranks. They did take out his not his Bokos, his Acolyte Dora though. Lets you live till next turn. That's true. I don't play devs all that much, so I know it's a good card. I watched, who was it? Was it Chris Vack that played Artec Dev last month? December was busy, so I didn't watch too much of that tournament. I didn't play in it either. But I think it was Josh played Artec. Okay. And yeah, he played. I think Vac might have as well. We need to go back and look at his streams, because I watched when him and Atlantis Prime played. I thought he had like Contest Thy Title, Halo Secrets. I don't remember, but that came in clutch in 1 or 2 of the games I watched as well. That's true. Josh played it for every tournament he could last year, so I would assume that he played it for December, but I think Vac may have as well. Yeah, it was like every month but 3 he was able to play it, I think. There were like 3 tournaments where he couldn't, because Battlefields was 4E, so he couldn't for that. I don't even remember what the first 3 or 4 months of the year were. But yeah, he played it for every single tournament aside from that. Battlefield, Saga, and Epic. Okay. So yeah, those were the three. I figured it was one of those early year Epic or Campaign Edition, something like that. I didn't remember what set our tech was from offhand, so I didn't want to say it and be blatantly wrong. So another Jackal of Morn for Dragonbane. He is Campaign. Okay, so it was Saga and Epic, like you said. Still one more Ready Lady Helene from Wesley with 2 strikes, if he so chooses to swing with that. Oh, see, he has Ghost Bog too, so even if Deima stays ready, if she does anything other than Edge of Immortality, he can just spend anyways. So since he has the Halo of Secrets to prevent the Vorpal Blade kill, maybe you do play Edge just to get something out of being spent and to reduce wounds. She actually can't ready. Am I missing something? Because he can Ghost Bog to spend after the action. Wait, I didn't think readying was considered an action. Can you just Ghost Bog spend react after the ready phase? That doesn't sound right. Or you're saying he can Ghost Bog to spend when he goes to play Edge of Immortality before he spends? Oh, chucking the Lawhammer. Yeah, yeah. No, I meant next turn after he readies. Yeah, no, if he chucks the Lawhammer, that'll definitely spend. I meant next turn once he readies, does he want to play the Edge of Immortality again? Because anything else he does, Ghost Bog can spend. Okay, I got you. Now we're on the same page. Duke OG still has to have like 6 cards in hand. He has such thin ranks over there, and that Pharrell's gonna die at end of turn. I really hope he has like something to play. That would feel really bad to have 6 cards and not be able to play. So there's the Threaten from Wraith. So he's gonna move into rank 2. I would imagine go against one of those Justinians. And moving into opposing ranks with the multiplayer split view is just so awkward. He's not going to ready, though. He rolls a 1. That's going to be huge as well. So he can still move with Wraith, but with Deima right there, I don't think he's going to want to. But that means he can't swing this turn, so he can't... Well, I mean, so he could try and take out, like, the Halo of Secrets, but with the Edge of Immortality, I doubt that he would, since the Halo is ready and not spent. If he had Assassination or something, or, what's the level 4 one that just kills? Shoot, I was just looking at it earlier, too. A Swift Death, something like that. I can pull it up on a Chord Lens. That's not worth it. It's a level 4 rogue action that when you're in an opposing rank, after you hit with a strike to kill. It can only be played in an opposing rank, that is. Oh, Wraith moved into the Duke OG's army. Interesting. I saw him drag it into Josh's ranks first initially. So he's just going to try and take out Duchess Brimmin, at which point he will move back into his own ranks. So Halo of Secrets can still react to keep Duchess Brimmin alive off of the Vorpal Blade, if he chooses to. Otherwise, Wesley may want to keep that ready for himself. But man, I don't understand that move. I mean, Duke OG was already in trouble. He does have 6 cards, but he's not really playing... I guess he did play Pierce Devon, but... who can move forward, but... His ranks are kind of fleeting, and their swings with Jackals of Morn. I would have moved into Daima's army. That seems a lot like a better play, but I know Celtic's a good player, so he probably has some sort of plan in mind. Maybe just try and take out Duke OG to get Deima alone, but I feel like you want to take out Deima, get Duke OG alone. The Overlord's obviously the bigger threat here. And now Wesley going to roll a 1. So after Celtic rolled a 1 to try and ready off the Threaten, Wesley's going to swing with Lady Helene and roll a 1 as well. That was probably... And then a 5. So I imagine those are both on Jackals to try and take that out before it swings. So could not get even with a +6 attack. Anything even would have hit. Dragonbane gets an 11. I wonder what he was swinging on. Helene's at 28. Oh, probably not going on Helene, though. Probably Bokos. because of that Edge of Immortality not going on Helene. So probably the Bokos is what he was swinging on. Why is Duke passing with like 5 cards in hand? I have no clue. He's down to 4 now. He played Pierce Devon and Dragon Buckler. So he at least has something. I mean, I guess he can swing. He can move up, because Pierce can do that. And then he can try and swing on Wraith. Hope he misses Stealth. I guess that would be pretty spicy. So I don't think he's passing. It just kind of seemed like he wasn't doing anything. It seemed like he drew up to like... He drew 10 cards this turn, and just for some reason felt like he was going really slow. I don't know. Oh, Pierce can't move up because that's only if he has no items equipped. But he couldn't have moved up before he equipped because he needed to be in the 4th rank. So that is kind of a lose-lose situation. Looked like Deima was swinging out while they passed, but he is doing something. Yeah, pretty much. He can draw his whole deck in 1 turn if he doesn't get pressured. The Duke OG, you're saying? That's impressive. I didn't see Duchess Brimman play at all. Did she have other matches this tournament? Did you spectate anything else she did, or you just know the deck? Because that would be an interesting list to see. I know Woodruff said at some point after the tournament he's going to work on getting deck lists. Oh, you have the deck built. Cool. He said he's going to work on getting deck lists on the team pages, and it'll be fun to see what everyone's running. And I assume he would get chosen up there for that. Don't have a team page immediately, but could add one. I think he just didn't do that because we don't have like a designated overlord or whatever. Whereas they're kind of the header for the other tournament pages or other team pages. Let's see. Death Fog from Dragonbane. Did not pull the Ardnalis back into play. That's interesting. So he is going to Lothian Lawhammer to ready and Halo of Secrets the Ghost Bog. So Deima is ready with 0 cards in hand. I wonder, is she just going to spend back, maybe? I don't know. That's an intriguing move. That's a fair point as well. The Halo of Secrets can keep that Ghost Bog at bay. Oh, there's the deck list. Sweet. So it starts 3 Gunda, 2 Borgin Ferris, which I don't know. It's a siege. And then 1 Duchess Brimman. Different deck, yeah, but your build of Duchess Brimman that draws a lot of cards. 3 Sithusk, 3 Lost Bride, 2 Alea, 1 Rama the Cruel, 1 Grihilga, so a lot of draw so far. Bogos to play those loyalties reward, Torin, Kargreg. So that's all the characters, and we have Meet at the Inn, Back Alley Tavern, loyalties reward, Cobalt Land Dragon, Dragon's Horde, 3 of those, 3 Figurine of Power, 1 Silverwind, the weapon, 1 Ring of Piercing, 1 Tranquility, the steed, I believe, 1 Gloves of Mercy, 1 Bracers, Ogre Power, 3 Severed of Flesh. So what is the primary win con in the deck? Are you just trying to draw a lot and just play out the board, overwhelm them with characters? Or is play your deck, equip the ring, move forward? Oh, yeah. So you equip Silverwind so your wounds can't be reduced. Move up with Tranquility. And then use ring to eat your whole army. Yeah, because doing that and then you'll have plenty of characters too. I like it. Thank you for sharing. It's a very unique list. I like all of the draw in it. Burn the End would make you very sad. Only 3 copies of that, though, and still plenty of other draw. Yeah, that sounds hilarious. I played a game one time where I had... in the first, 4 turns, I drew all of my characters. And the second half, I drew all my actions and items. So I had just, like you said, 20 characters in play at once. It was crazy. It was Morgan, Dithanis. It was just a game for fun, not a tournament. But it was Morgan, Dithanis, and I had Chill's Razor. So all my undead were boosted. Morgan was up front doing Morgan things. It was kind of just a stalemate. I think I ended up conceding just because I had to leave. But it's fun when you can get that many characters out at once. You just have so much you can do. So let's see what we missed while we were looking at that. Another Lost Bride. Deima actually moved up. She got magic resistance off of the Deima's shield. So that's interesting because if Duke OG dies, Wraith comes back to the front. He can just threaten Deima. Can still Halo of Secrets the Vorpal Blade, but we'll have to see what Wesley has planned for next turn. Another Lost Bride came into play to draw a card. Another Sithusk for the Duke OG, so he is at 4 cards. So Sithusk did his spend order to draw a card as well. And another Pharrell. He does have the Daybreak, but this one... Oh, he's going to react as well. Okay. I might have chosen not to react there just to keep him alive, especially with Wraith right there. Have some strikes towards the back. I maybe would have played him in rank 4, spent him up, have him in rank 3. Have Sithusk stun Lost Bride up, something along those lines. Let's see. I think that's about it. I don't think I missed anything else. Prioress Sophique moved up. I think that's it. She is stunned now in rank 3. Somehow... Tauren is stunned. She's spent. How did that happen? How did Tauren stun up if he was already spent? What am I missing here? Because he was going to stun up Prioress, then he stunned up Tauren instead. Juwanski, you've caught everything I've missed so far. How come Tauren was able to stun from rank 4 up to rank 3? Spin forward Sophique correct with Tauren. She was spent, though, I thought. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe he spent her to spin her. Something like that. Let's see. So Pharrell up front. I guess he can swing on Wraith this turn. He's just going to die at end of turn. And man, my throat is getting exceptionally dry from talking nonstop for the last 40 minutes now. Well, she had to have done something this turn because she came into play in rank 5 and then was spent in rank 4. She couldn't have gotten from rank 5 to rank 4 without spending because there's no movement. So she was spent in rank 4 with Tauren. I don't know. Yeah, he spent her to 4. So I guess how do you spin her if you're spent? Oh, yeah, when Deima moved up. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, it was just something illegal he didn't catch immediately. That's what it was. Because he had the Halo and then the Tauren. I gotcha. Plenty of those illegal ranks. Yeah, lots of illegal ranks in this tournament when you have rank 4 off to the side with untap. You just don't catch them till later. I definitely had plenty of those. My opponents were nice to point them out. I caught some as well. It happens. It's a mistake, and it obviously didn't end up affecting too much. So far, Wes is a cheater and Shane is a cheater. I agree. I think we disqualify them both and just let the Duke OG and Celtic duke it out. I mean, you have their warlords in the same rank right now. I think that's just the best way to settle this. Have each faction choose a champion. In this case, it's Celtic and the Duke. And just have them settle it. No points for the elves. Well, yeah, no, they wouldn't get the Deima points. Absolutely not. Elves are honest. Juanski, which team are you on this tournament? I forget. Are you a freak? Oh, you're Gracchus. Okay. What's up, man? So you're a merc. I knew Gracchus was a merc. I thought Juanski was someone different. Does your heart really belong to the devs? Because your profile picture is the only, or I guess now not the only, but a mercenary storm wraith. Now there's two with the Overlord. I think you're right where you belong. We see a meet at the inn out of Celtic now, giving Deima a little bit more ammo and the Duke OG even more cards to work with. Well, Gedminatair is not a Storm Wraith either, as much as she should be. I mean, she literally has Ged in the name. By definition, that's a Storm Wraith. But no, she's Voice of the Storm. It's a flavor trait, though, so that's lower than Storm Wraith. That doesn't make her better than Storm Wraith, because it's not bold. It doesn't do anything. Two back alley taverns off of a Kargreg from the Duke OG. I can't believe it's still the first turn, too. We see the Daybreak ability on Kargreg. So now Celtic is, oh my gosh, 6 cards for Wraith. If he had readied, if he hadn't rolled a 1 on that threaten, I have faith that Duchess Berman would be very dead right now. Yeah, he might even still have something to do a melee strike, something like that. We'll see, but man, 6 cards. They are chipping away at his army, though. If they're able to take out the Elamir and the Ghost Bog. Yeah, this is still turn 1. Because Edge of Immortality is still in play. Kargreg Daybreak, Pharrell's still alive. It's just been a 45-minute first turn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Temple of Lore. So that planer could hold for a little bit. But yeah, Wraith likely about to be back in his own army. Argon Undying has 4 strikes. Where did he get the other 2? Oh, Embolden. Wait, no, that just boosts. Let's see. I see 2. Oh, he can kill already. Oh, that is not once per turn either. I think he has as many strikes as he wants. Or was he errated to once per turn? Yeah, so there goes the Temple of Lore. Wraith is in fact about to be back in his own army. That's a smart play, chipping away at that. He is going to get a card off of the Elamir, but probably not a whole lot he can do with it. Errated to once per turn. Okay. So he does still have the 2 strikes at, let's see. Sophique, since its Daybreak is still in place, plus 5 attack, plus 5 AC. The Embolden from Deima, he's looking at plus 13. You never get anything good. Yeah, well, I mean, the devs are in last place this tournament, so I would definitely say they never get anything good. I think it's a little bit surprising, but they got super unlucky in round 1. Oh, Deima pitched Embolden. Okay, so it's just the plus 5s from prior F Sophique. That's right, because she spent forward. She didn't spend for Embolden. There's just so much going on. And now there's a Sable Knight. Your Warlord gains plus 3 to initiative rolls. React once per turn after a character you control performs an order, you may perform a decree. So kind of like a Thimblerig on a stick. More or less. I know it's not this character specifically, but... So yeah, he can swing with Argon and then order to kill. Yeah, Celtic better have some characters in hand. But with Argon swinging right now, he's... or not swinging, he's going to kill already. So yeah, if Celtic doesn't play a character this turn, Argon swinging at plus 9, plus 7, I believe. They are definitely going to take out that army unless he rolls very poorly. Oh, so he's going to Sable Knight right now and take him out. Yep. Yeah, so he needs a 3 or better here, and he got it. So Wraith is back in his own ranks. Not being able to ready off the Threaten proved likely deadly for Wraith. Probably could have taken out Duchess had he been able to ready. Halo of Secrets might have canceled it, but instead canceled the Ghost Bog. And now one strike able to hit Wraith for a wound. So Wraith likely in trouble here, and then they're going to be able to gang up on Dragonbane. Let's see. Whose action is it now? Dragonbane's going to swing with a Jackals. Rolls a nat 20. Let's see. He was going on a Bokos. So try and take out those ranks. And that's going to hit too. So this gets interesting for the Duke OG. Because both of those Ferals die at end of turn. That is, I mean, let's be honest. The first turn might not actually end this game. If Shane has enough time and we don't see a Mother D, then Shane can kill Deima. That's true. If he's able to get Ring of Blasting... draw enough cards and get... What action did you say it was again? I already forgot. Whatever his combo is to try and take out Deima. He... Oh, because it fell low. And it's because it's a melee strike. Halo can't cancel it. I was initially thinking he could cancel it, but he actually cannot. But since it's a spell, Ring of Blasting can still boost it. And Deima does have... Yep, I was going to say magic resistance and then +1 hit point as well. So 5 HP he would need... And he has Edge of Immortality, so Shane would actually need to discard like 6 spells. He would need to draw a lot and draw exactly what he needs to take out Deima. Oh, he does have Power Attack, so 5 spells. If he's able to Wand of Negate the Deima Shield, 4 spells if he gets that, so he could get what he needs. Oh, he equipped the Helm of Undying. I completely missed that. Oh my gosh, another Feral. He's just going to go for the kill on Wraith right here. That's crazy. Feral is one I honestly didn't see before this tournament. I was kind of surprised. I saw the Nothrog running it, I think, or maybe it was Belial. Or maybe it was just both. Wow, he's going to swing with Acolyte Dora on Wraith, and that was a 20, so that is going to hit. The second strike is going to miss, though. What am I missing that's giving them 2 strikes? Because you said Argon Undying had a third one as well. Oh, Deima. Okay, because she's within 1 rank. Yeah, and then she moves the Jason devs up. That's right. In classic ignorant fashion, I forgot to read the Overlord. Yeah, so that Lady Helena is really good with Deima right there. If she's able to embolden, she gets 3 buffed strikes. So only 1 wound on the Wraith. Not able to take him out quite yet with the Acolyte Dora, but Feral still has a chance. He's going to be swinging at +5. I don't see a boost anywhere on the board, so he's going to need an 11 or better. No, Spider Vestments, so he needs a 13 or better on 2 chances to take out Wraith. So definitely not amazing odds, but still very doable. It's not like he needs 17 or higher or anything like that. Let's see. Ghost Fog is going to move up. Basically a little worse than a coin flip. Kinda, because the 1 also misses, so he has... If... No, my math is stupid. Ignore me. So it's like a... Okay, a 16. That'll do it. Let's just ignore my ramblings on what does or doesn't miss, and we'll say 16 hits, and Wraith is dead. So now it is a 2v1 with the devs versus the elves. Thank goodness, because I'm starting to lose my voice too. I need more... I should have brought like a second water bottle or something. Duke OG is... What's behind the Black Moss? Show us. What are you hiding? He's going to throw his second strike at whatever has the Black Moss equipped. I think it's a Bone Golem. Yeah, this is an insane turn 1. I cannot believe that this is still turn 1. We have the board states that we do. We have a dead elf. Apparently a floating Vorpal Blade. This just in. Vorpal Blade stays on the table after Wraith is dead. It may have become animated and might start swinging on its own. Be on the lookout for that next turn. That could prove to be deadly. Is that Celtic? Yeah, he's showing his hand. Oh, man. So he had 3 assassination. So if he had been able to ready, that would be a very dead Duchess Brimmin. I was not able to play the Lost Bride to draw another card or Shadow Reaver to help build his ranks. Had a dead card in Spider Vestments. Those triple assassinations could have been very, very deadly. Especially if he swung. So if he swung and took out the Duchess Brimmin, he would move back to his rank. He would still have 1 more strike at that point, right? So he could have gone on like a Lady Helene or Sir Argon Undying, right? Once you finish off 1 army, it doesn't cancel the rest of the attack when you move back, right? Because you stay in the same orientation. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, turn 1 has finally ended. All 3 Ferals are going to die. Duke OG has massive ranks to correct. Still several cards in hand. Duke OG ended the turn with 2, Dragonbane with 3. Celtic just discarding what he had left. So Deima has quite the force right here. We see 6, 7, 8, or I guess he's going to spend. So 6. Assuming the Hellenes get their strikes, that's 9. So you're at 15, 16, 17, 19 strikes in the front rank this turn. And the Bodak gets a 28 for initiative. Oh, so he gets a 30. He used Acolyte Dora and Inquisitor Cronius. He just said, I'm going first this turn. You're going to have to deal with it. Looks like the Duke OG is done correcting his ranks. Oh, 33. That's right, because of the Sable Knight, too. That's the one thing devs are good at, is winning initiative. Inquisitor Demeter up in here. So let's assume Gayhead Reliant. Oh, true. Yeah, also true. Let's assume that he does, in fact, have an Embolden or a Mass Bless or something. And those Hellenes each get 1 more strike as well. Gonna spend for an Edge of Immortality, I would think. Doesn't have a Ghost Bog to worry about anymore. Yeah, so there, he's gonna play the Edge of Immortality that he had scribed. And unless Dragonbane got a perfect hand, that'll probably do it. But we'll see what he's able to draw. Definitely not out of it if he can pull off the Fell Blow combo. Could still have a Mass Blessing in hand, potentially. But now Embolden is going to be out of the cards since he's spent. So he can spend up Sable Knight, move it up with Deima. He didn't take the Magic Resistance note off. She does not have that yet this turn, since it's just until end of turn on the Deima's shield. Duke OG, pretty much his entire army is spent, sans the Sithusk and the Pierce Devon. So it appears to be out of gas, at least for now. Looks like 1 wound on Bokos from Dragonbane. Jackals of Morn are swinging. He did put a counter on Deima's shield to give her magic resistance, so now she has it. I think that was probably just his second action after the Edge of Immortality, so he didn't want to take it off and put it right back on. Alright, I'm now out of liquid too, so whatever raspy coughing happens when I continue to talk for the entire rest of this is just what's going to happen. So I apologize in advance. Gonna go ahead and swing with the Sir Argon Undying. I assume he was going on Jackals there, so that 14 is going to hit. That's going to take out the ready Jackals. And we're going to have to correct ranks. See a Skywreck come up. Second strike probably going to go on the Jackals before they can jump back. And that is going to miss. Just since they are not buffed at all currently. Last strike, that is going to hit. And that'll take out the other Jackals. Got an even with the 10. And Deima is primary attack, so that easily hits. It's a 14. I see Lost Bride come up now. And there's another Jackals. So we have all 3 of the Jackals out now. Jackals can jump up and attack, or they can stay back and hide. The choice is up to you, Jackals. What would you like to do? Dukoji moving his guys, probably getting ready to move up Pierce Devon, perhaps? Looks like he spent with Sithusk to draw a card last turn, putting him at 6. Or is he getting ready to play a second rank character? I doubt he has one that low, but he might. Amulet of Waking onto Duchess Bremen. Okay. That would have been a lot better against Wraith for those assassinations, but still could potentially come in handy. Probably not. So there's the Embolden. Okay, so Prioress Sophique is going to play the Embolden since Deima is spent. And that means Lady Helene has 3 strikes now. He's just going to go ahead and swing with a Lady Helene now, too. He's going to get a 6. Dragonbane going to equip a Helm of Undying now. Oh no, he's putting the counter on the Helm of Undying. He already had it equipped. My bad. So order, once per turn, kill a ready character in your army. Put a character of equal or lower level from your discard pile into your hand. And since he's ready, he's just using the order, not the spend order. So let's see what he's getting. I missed what he was getting. That's all good. Exhaustion. Oh, we're looking at Celtic. Death Fog, probably. Let's check his discard pile. Yep, it was Death Fog. Good call once again, Gracchus. It's going to roll, I think the 2 still going to miss. No, Dukoji is not dead. Just Celtic is dead. Dragonbane going to swing, I think. So Skyrek is dead. He gets the Ardenalis back, so that's what that swing was. It was a 12, so 15. That hit, and I think a Bokos was taken out. Yeah. Now, Wesley is going to swing once again with Helene 3 strikes. It looks like he got another Skyrek. Going to bring a Bone Golem back into play. So he can spend Korios Bodak if he chooses to keep Bone Golem alive. I kind of doubt he will, though. He's probably going to want to keep him ready. Let's see. Still 5 cards in hand, so not completely out of the cards to have his combo, but not super likely at this point. Death Fog going to help, though. That'll help build up ranks, and since Jackals is a monster, that lets him get that back. So he can play that. He is going to need to move up the Death Fog before he can play that. Thank you. Alright, I am no longer dying of thirst. The reinforcements have been called. Wesley swinging with Acolyte Dora now. He's going to have 2 strikes. Able to take out the Ardnalis. And second strike, I don't know if that was Bone Golem or Lost Bride. Looks like it was the Bone Golem. That's what I would have gone for as well. So now he's going to have to stun up the Death Fog if he wants to play the Jackals, which is exactly what he's going to do. I maybe would swing with Bosun here. I guess Helene is at 20 AC, so you need an 18. But if you spend her, you take 3 strikes off the board. Otherwise, you wait till Argon readies, but... Or Sable Knight has maybe done his thing already this turn. I might have missed it. But at that point, I would have maybe tried to spend just to take 3 strikes out and help hold ranks a little bit better. We see another Sithusk from the Duke OG, help him draw a bit more, still at 3 cards in hand as well. I'm kind of surprised Sithusk isn't unique. I don't know. He's good. It's not like he's busted, but just for character purposes, I don't know. One that was kind of always surprised me that he wasn't unique. Let's see. It is going to be Dragonbane's turn. So I would imagine we'll see that Jackals come into play. Unless he does decide to swing with the Bosun, but probably not if he moved to the Death Fog up already. Did Dragonbane pass? That doesn't make sense. Because Duke OG just played Sithusk. And then Wesley played a Mother D. Also, that is going to take the Fell Blow combo offline. So it seems like all hope is lost for Dragonbane. She is unique, unlike Sithusk. Gracchus, I know you said in the beginning it looked fine. Has the stream continued to look good quality-wise? I know it was really laggy yesterday. I'm hoping we got it sorted out. Otherwise is... yeah, looks good. Awesome. So glad I got that sorted out. And if you guys are watching this live or watching it back later, huge thanks to Nirvana Tool and Sly Fox for helping me get that figured out as well. So we see a Tauren Iskar from Dragonbane. Okay, so that would have helped Dig for his combo pieces. Not as much now. I guess he just wanted to get that in before Lost Bride died, and he didn't have a rank 3 to play it in. So he wanted to play that before Jackals. So yeah, there goes one Lost Bride. And Death Fog and Tauren both going to fall forward. I'd imagine Dragonbane plays his Jackals now to move them up next turn, just try and hold ranks. Still at 4 cards in hand, so he does have a few things he could do. Duke OG also sitting at 4 cards, so he is definitely... He was able to rebuild his ranks pretty well, even with those 3 Pharrell dying. He got the Sithusk, he was able to draw a lot and just kind of replenish what he had out there. Pierce Devon's an interesting choice in the deck. Especially if you're going to have items like Dragon Buckler. I don't understand that. Where you need to be in rank 4 to equip it, but you need to not have items to move up. That just seems like an odd choice in the deck. I feel like there's better options he could have played. Dragonbane did end up playing the Jackals of Morn. So he will likely jump those forward next turn. He tapped the Tauren and shook Deima. Does he have a Vorpal Blade now, or is that cloned? I missed what happens there. See, I told you earlier the Vorpal Blade was going to gain sentience, and you thought I was kidding. It looks like it is going for the Deima now. He's screwing around. Yeah, that's what I figured. That is what I figured. Because, yeah, Tauren was already tapped. Bosun Blacknose was kill. Brimmin pit fought the Bosun Blacknose to take him out, just to make sure there was no spending on the table. That means it is back to Dragonbane. Probably gonna jump the Jackals forward, would be my guess. Just try and hold ranks if he can. Wesley does still have 3 strikes on the table with Lady Helene, but have to hope to hit odd. If you watch the match, my 1v1v1 with the Thing and Scape G, I had to plow through a planar army, and I rolled odd what felt like 15 times in a row. So if Wesley can do that here, Dragonbane has a chance to reload and see what he can get. But with that Mother D on the table, it seems pretty unlikely that he's going to be able to get his combo online. Since it is a Deverinian, not another Deverinian, he can't try to just take her out with Fell Blow and then try and do something else to Deima later on. She can just cancel that regardless. Okay, he can also just swing and hit even on the first strike. Second strike also going to take out Death Fog. Or no, one wound, but it'll hit. Second strike takes it out. So now he's in the I formation with a stun Lost Bride, Tauren Iskar, and his Warlord. I wonder, he has 3 cards in hand. Perhaps he Taurens here if he doesn't have a character he can play. Or I doubt he would spend his Warlord up. There's really no point to that unless he has level 3 he has to play. Gonna pitch Cutting North Wind with Tauren. So that must mean he's looking for something in specific, because that is a 2 hit point planar character he could have played and stunned up. No strikes on the table from Duke OG, at least that we can see. Still 4 cards in hand. But I doubt he would have been able to take out Lost Bride before he stunned up. Looking for Death Fog, I guess. Cutting Northwind seems like a really good solution right then, though. Instead of hoping that you can find another Death Fog in the next 28 cards. I mean, maybe that means the other 2 cards in his hand are also really good if he decided to pitch Cutting Northwind out of 3 cards. Duke OG played a Back Alley Tavern off of that. You don't need more cards. You're too greedy. Save some for the other people. That double Back Alley Tavern, though, earlier, that was really solid. I really wish it didn't say Celtic's turn right here, so it kept bouncing back to the hand of the eliminated person. Yeah, he doesn't want to see a Regen, right? Is it the Staff of Secrets, I think, that prevents draw? I was playing a draw-happy deck in Ancients Worlds and went up against the Staff of Secrets deck and actually ended up winning somehow. I don't know. I got really lucky. I think I just had really good draws in my initial 5. Yeah, but Staff of Secrets sees play. Rurgen really doesn't all that much, I don't think. I haven't seen it in a while, personally. Maybe it's seen more play in different tournaments I wasn't in. Because people are greedy. That's true. Especially Nothrogs. Like, Rurgen is a Nothrog, but the Nothrogs this tournament were so draw happy. That would have been a terrible pick for them if they got matched up in a 2v1 and just shut themselves down. That would have actually been really hilarious. If like a Nothrog player insisted on playing Rurgen and they wanted to go with the combo that they had. So I guess running that. Oh, Capex. That's within 2 ranks, so can get rid of the Amulet of Waking, I guess. Oh, got rid of the Ring of Savant on Deima. Okay. Really? Not the Deima's Shield? It's just target item. So Ring of Savant, Scribe +4, +1 level for scribing and casting Scribe spells. Remove from the game. Once per turn, choose a cleric spell in your discard pile. Oh, so he wanted to make sure that he didn't get the Edge of Immortality back. So that is why he did that, because it's a DC 22 Scribe check. Deima would have needed a 5, I think, +3 skill off of that. No, so it's a... she would have needed anything but a 1 to get the Edge of Immortality back. Spend order, kill a ready character in your army to put a character of equal or lower level from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah, he'll kill Capex to get, like, Ardnalis or Bone Golem or something back, maybe. Or no, you kill Capex. Can you get Capex back? Like, can you kill the Capex and get it back from the same Helm of Undying? You can. Okay. I wasn't sure how the timing on that worked. So yeah, there goes the Deima shield. So he got rid of both. He just wanted to make sure that he wasn't able to scribe the Edge of Immortality back before he got the Capex back. So that was a really good play by Dragonbane there. Because if Wesley saw that combo on the table, he could have used the Ring of Savant one last time before it was taken away. Capex going to roll. Looks like that missed just because he wasn't swinging at Wesley because of the Edge of Immortality. But it obviously missed Sithusk or Lost Bride. Yeah, Helm of Undying is really good. But he already used the order this turn, I thought. He's saying Capex is undead. Restricted for a reason, right? But there's nothing about making it undead on... Oh, he used Severed of Flesh. Okay. There it is. Now it's undead. That'll do it. Gracchus, I need to have you on like a Discord call to co-commentate one of these streams sometime. Like, I don't want to take the most active person out of chat, but also you just have really good insight. I know everyone will probably be mad at me for having Gracchus on. Exactly, no one wants that. You know what? Anything to mean I don't have to talk for 2 hours straight. Bobby says don't do that. He won't shut up. I can just kick him from the call anytime I want. Or something. I think I can do that. I can just hang up and leave him. Honestly, Bobby, I didn't even know you were there. To be fair, Gracchus was the one doing all the talking. So that's why I said what I said. So you see how the deck of many things is glitching out all pixely like that? I was doing some playtesting earlier today, and like half of my cards were doing that on Untap. I've never seen it before now. And like after 10 minutes or so, they went away. That's Untap. Yeah, pretty much. Plenty of issues. Just mute your Discord and repeat the good stuff he says and take credit as your own. I love it. Tell him he's on stream and just mute the desktop audio output. That is legendary. I love it. Best team of art. You're Jester20, right? I think that's who you are. I know you're an elf. Even Gracchus agrees it's a good idea. I'm going to do that, Gracchus. Just know if I have you on, that's going to be the reason. You won't actually be talking. I'm just going to take credit for everything you say. And I will give Jester20 all of the credit. Looks like a Lost Bride ended up dying. Oh yeah, you're from Kentucky, right? The Kentucky accent versus the Jersey. At least I don't have a thick Minnesotan accent, at least as far as I'm concerned. It's not as bad as some people here. And now Forged Cake is in denial. There is so much happening right now. Signon Signet got put to discard. He got a Blackwater Steed. And he played a Ged Morak and a Cardinal Skellis. He moved Deima back. Wow, a lot happened. Is Corios dead? Is that what's happening? Or is he just in the front rank because of Blackwaters? He's playing Fell Blow. He's showing Fell Blow. Yeah, he's dead. Yep, okay. That is likely game. Corios in the front, unable to play Fell Blow, unable to target it because of Mother Diane, can't do anything else because of Halo Secrets, and best of all, Duke OG survives. Yeah, it's practically over. Anything left is just a formality where they need to actually roll and kill him now. Since they have no strikes on the table, I think they actually need to go to next turn, unless he just concedes right here. Spending Cardinal Skellis up, or he falls when Gedmorak moves. So he's going to move Morak up, everybody on taps. So yeah, it is going to go to next turn. Dragonbane, not one to concede. Gonna take this as long as he can. Watch, he's gonna find some way to drag this out to time and not just die first action. So he's still going to Inquisitor Chire and Acolyte Dora. So let's see, he got 18 and 3. So that's a 18, 28, 31 with Sable Knight. Wesley going first yet again. Let's see if he finally has a Mass Blessing. I don't think he's pulled one out so far, just Embolden. And if you're running Embolden, that means you're running Mass Blessing, because it's literally just a strictly worse Mass Blessing. Dukoji gets a 2 for initiative. Obviously not going to beat a 31. Let's see, I would assume he'll just swing Blackwater Steel. Oh, he has to move Deima back up to give all of his first rank the extra strikes again. Wheel of Death so it's an order since he's a Necromancer. So now spend order, discard up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. And that's until end of turn, all characters in your first rank gain +2 attack and +2 AC for each character discarded. It doesn't look like he got any characters. That's pretty unfortunate for him. Why is Blackwater Steed spent? Who did he move forward? Did he move Sable Knight forward? No, he probably spent him forward. Oh, it's each card. Okay. I thought it was each character. I'm thinking of like Conjure Doom or Bar Fight or one of those like, well, it's in your discard pile, you have this effect. So it looks like he discarded a full 3 then, I guess, so +6. Yeah, got 6 on it. So that's better. That it's for each card, not for each character. He can't sever it of flesh himself since that's after they die, but he can bring Torin Iskar back. Wow, I am stupid. I wasn't even looking at this over here. I saw this and just assumed Corios was in the front rank. So I assume Blackwater's pulled him up from rank 3 then. Unless he did that last turn. Something along those lines. Since, yeah, you have to spend the Blackwaters for that. So that would be why it's spent. Let's see. Wesley is going to discard Soul Wing. Torin Iskar. Got it. So he's going to ditch the Soul Wing with Torin, probably looking for a Mass Blessing or an Embolden. Yep, put the counter on Torin. Got a card, so we'll probably see next turn what that was, if he was able to get the Mass Bless or the Embolden. Dragonbane had Torin die. It looks like, maybe. Duke OG gonna swing with Lost Brad. Try and take out this Capix, or slide it back half an inch, because you can do that too, and then back forward, obviously. I think that's gonna hit. I think Capix is at 17. That's a 17 exactly. Bodak gonna be stunned in the first rank. Now it's just up to rolling evens. That is still first rank, so that will apply. It looks like he's conceding. He's showing his hand. Duke OG rolling for a formality. And it looks like it's over. I assume he just conceded since he showed his hand, but then Duke rolled anyways. Is Wesley playing Winter Warfare or showing Winter Warfare? That is the question. Spend order until the end of the turn. Characters may not move unless maneuvering or falling to correct illegal ranks. Readied characters falling forward become stunned. Spent characters falling, or yeah. Everybody just becomes stunned and suffers wounds. Fun. Yeah, I think he scooped as well. I think that's why he showed his hand and there's nothing else happening. So the Deverinians, Deima and Duchess Bremen, able to defend Lutharius, I think is the Deverinian city. They're able to defend their homelands from the Elven invasion at the end of the tournament. Both of them survive, and both of the elves are going to die. So they'll get a couple points. I still think they're going to be in last place because dwarves are currently second to last. But since I died to Ironhall with the boat, that's going to be a 50-point boost for them, putting them well ahead of the Deverinians now. So I think it's between the Deverinians and the Deverinians for last place, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's anybody close to them aside from dwarves. It looks like Duke OG is just showing he had loyalties reward, pit fight, and just what he could have gotten off of all of that. How many cards would he have had left in his deck? 8. So he drew almost his whole deck, still having 5 cards in hand as well. And that is going to be it. I think that is the last game of the tournament. I'll back out of this real quick and just hop over to the other one, see if that's still going on. It is not. So Eagle versus Kinrin. Probably just a pit fight, perhaps. But it looks like that other 4-player game wrapped up. Oops, spectate. So with that, I believe that is going to conclude the January strategic tournament. All matches are due tomorrow at, I think, 1 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Woodrow would know. It's in the Discord as well. So there might be 1 or 2 matches still out there, not wrapped up yet. But I think that's going to be it. And with this stream, I have also hit the required amount of minutes to hit Twitch affiliate. So thanks to everybody who came out and watched this. I appreciate Wesley and everybody else in this match for allowing me to stream it and hit those required minutes, because I think we're close to an hour and a half now. I only needed like a half hour, so well over what we needed. So I'll get an email from Twitch probably in the next day or two letting me know that I can apply for affiliate. I don't know how long that process will take, but hopefully sometime mid this week, otherwise next weekend, I will be scheduling a stream where I'll be doing giveaways. I have 20th anniversary pack and a sealed Wyvern deck right here. In addition to some other prizes I'll be giving away on stream. So once I put up a link for that, I'll put it in Discord when I announce it, and I'll put it on the Facebook group. So be on the lookout for that. And you do have to be in chat on the stream to be able to win it. I'll be doing it Nightbot giveaway style, just like Chris. But be sure to come out for that. That'll be a really fun time. I'm really excited. And thank you just to everybody who helped me get to this point, helped me get affiliate, because it was a lot of streaming. It was 8 hours in the last week and a half alone. I think 9 or 10 separate days. And 50 followers. That's the big one as well. I think we're up to 54 or 55 now. But I hit that. That was the easiest part. Like, your guys' support has been amazing. You guys did your part. You got me. I needed 3 average viewers. I think I'm averaging 10 per stream. I topped 20 on my first stream. I hit 50 followers in under a week, and it was just on me to finish it out. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody. And be on the lookout for that giveaway stream. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. You guys have a good rest of your night. I hope you had a good weekend, and that is going to be it for January Strategic. I'll see you guys later.